Hello, I'm Karen Van Ecker, and I am creating a set of videos that are based on and directly out of the Trauma Informed Interventions book written by Linda Coran. There are many different just things that we can do to help ourselves move out of some of those trauma responses that we have. And I would like to do some videos for my clients and for anyone who would like to do this work on their own, to sort of help yourself move forward in some healing. Now, this in no way states that I am your therapist or that I'm taking responsibility for any of your work. This is purely for you to use as practice. You can take these, use them on your own, and if you would like to talk them over with your own personal therapist, that would be great. But these guided imageries and different tools are things that you can use for yourself to help develop your own healing. All right? So the first one we're going to work on is developing a nurturing voice. And because I want to sort of stick with the fidelity of this, I'm going to go ahead and read from her work so that way you can walk along with me. And what I'd like for you to do is maybe just find a comfortable place to sit or lie down and just listen to the sound of my voice reading this script to you, and allow yourself to sort of walk through this process. And maybe when you're done, you can listen to it again, wide awake, and with your eyes open, and write the answers to some of these questions. Okay? So we're going to start with developing a nurturing voice. This is attachment work. If you ever feel like you're nothing, you're perfect to me. You're so mean when you talk about yourself. You are wrong. Change the voices in your head. Make them like you instead. An excerpt from Perfect by Pink. Developing a nurturing inner voice is one way to counterbalance the critical parental messages that so many of us have interjected. The voice that keeps telling you that you're not good enough, that something is wrong with you, and what a disappointment you've always been and will always be. Presently, that voice and its messages serve only to limit you and keep you stuck in the past. Whereas creating a new one, a responsive, empathetic one, to calm, soothe, and encourage you would be much more helpful in the present. Ask yourself these questions. Do I know anybody who has this nurturing quality? He or she may be real or fictional. It really doesn't matter. But who is it? Number 2, when you've settled on one person, bring him or her to mind and allow him or her to truly come to life. Picture the person in his or her nurturing aspect. What does this person look like? What is he or she doing? Perhaps singing to a child, stroking his or her hair, using a calming voice when a child is scared. Or cooking a favorite meal, reading a storybook. Whatever feels right for you. Bring that thought to your mind right now. Allow that scene of nurture to become as vivid as possible. Truly listen to the words being said and the tone of voice he or she is using. Now imagine being one of the people in the scene, either the child or the nurturing figure, whichever feels right for you. What would it feel like to be that child nurturing figure? Try taking on that role. Truly embody it for a few minutes. Now imagine a time when you were criticizing yourself. Hear the words you said and the feelings that those words brought up for you. Number 6, now consciously switch out of the critical voice and into this more nurturing one. Words and tone. Number 7, notice what it feels like to be responded to with kindness and compassion instead of criticism. Number 8, practice this imaginally for a few more minutes. Number 9, next time you find yourself using the critical voice, once again, consciously switch out of the critical voice and into this more nurturing one, both words and tone. Number 10, practice switching voices as often as you are able. This is the first exercise in the series of trauma recovery. Thank you for spending time with me this morning.